Hi, my name is Captain Tong Lye Heng. I'm a veteran serving in the Malaysian second agencies during the 1960s to 1970s. On the 9 June 1971, the communists are moving in a group of 30 to 50. I was asked to take over the new platoon into the jungle operation area. So at time when we are watching in the theater, sometimes we can see suddenly the lights will go on. The statement of all 7 Rangers personnel, please return to base. Something serious must have happened. So we all got to get out from the theater and go back straight to the camp. All the ration, all the trucks are all there waiting to take us straight into the ops area. Regardless of time, even midnight also you got to move. The notice is so short, so you don't have a proper way of telling your wife goodbye or something like that. So it's very sad, When we go in to a jungle, we got to look for traces of the enemies. For example, the breaking of the twigs, the cutting of tree trunk, or the arrangement of stones, big and small, to show the directions. These are all the indication that when we do for patrolling, we look for all these signs. If we encounter into this sign, then we know this is where they move around. We are breaking into their homes, and also we are not every time in the same locations. If we go in, sometimes come out, then different platoon will come in. Before the first light in morning, everybody will be in their location. That's the time when the enemy, if they want to attack, they rush through to the camp. I went round the platoon area to see how to improve the various location of machine guns. I'm more concerned about the north section because that is from Thai. If there's any city they want to come in, they walk from north to the south. So while there, I shifted the machine gun location so that they will cover better. I checked through the Claymore mine they have sighted is in a proper location. So having done that, while walking towards the south section, right in the middle of my platoon area, suddenly there was a shot. The shot so fast, when I know I was hit, my pelvic area was full of blood, and I was thrown up about 2 to 3 meters. When I was thrown up, I was without pen already. The impact was so great, so my whole pen came out, and then not even with underwear, because on the day before, 10-20 leeches attacking both my thigh, so bleeding all over. It was unfortunate, A pen down, my God. This is the jungle green that I used during my ambush. I was so skinny, and now I can't even put my leg in. So this is the entry point, front, and the bullet penetrated through my pelvic bone and come out at the back. The back is bigger, lubang besar sikit. As a souvenir, with all my blood stain all over. Ini sudah 51 tahun lebih. I yelled to my soldiers that I was shot. Fire was exchanged between us and the communists. I called in the artillery to give us the protective fire, which is about 10-20 meters away from our locations. We got to be very careful. If we are not careful, it means the artillery will drop on our heads. I was quite lucky that when they fire the artillery, maybe that's where they got to run away from our locations. This is a map. I managed to patch up again. Tapi this is the area where tempat I kena tembak.
Can you show roughly where was your platoon station?
Somewhere here all covered by blood. My blood stain. when this incident happened, so we got to straight away pick up the radio and communicate with our battalion headquarters to tell them that there's a contact report. Then my commanding officer suggesting to me that let the soldiers carry me out to the roadside for pickup. When hearing that, I was very angry because I told them if it take me 10 hours to come in, so if they carry me out in stretcher, it take me 20 hours. By then I will be dead. I told them, if you want to save me, send a heli to a river junction somewhere near my location where the ground is quite clear for the aircraft to winch me up. So when they heard the heli, they shot a para flare to indicate the exact location. The communists who were still around the area start shooting at the sound of the heli. And Dr. Yong was there half dangling in the mid-air, but somehow he managed to get himself to the ground and then straight away came to my head. Luckily, he has got bottles of drip and morphine. The heli straight away took off. During the time, I was also shocked. Why the heli go away without me? I didn't know that they were shot at. After some time, we heard that the heli came back. So in fact, it was two helicopters. The Alouette was with gunship giving the covering fire to the Nuri, who winched me and doctor up and took me to the Clan Intan camp. I straight away went to hospital for emergency ops. There was already about 3-4 hours already after my incident. At that time, I don't know what actually happened, but definitely when the platoon commander is down, definitely they got to comb the area to look for them and then also to do search and destroy. But unfortunately, they already gone. They must have gone to the Thai border. As a soldiers, the word scared doesn't come into our mind because you know that when you go for jungle operations, you can never predict what is going to happen to you, whether you survive or not. So our life is all entirely in the hand of God. In events like when I was shot, of course, my main worry is my family. I also don't know that time whether I will survive or not. My wife and my mother came from Melaka to Penang Hospital, of which I'm so grateful that at least the army have made arrangement to pick them up and send them to the hospital to be with me. After I was shot, I was appointed as a IO for the battalion. We were involved in the operation of Seda in Kulim. After 1.5 months of waiting, finally a recce group of 2 communists came into one of the ambush positions, of which our soldiers sprung the ambush and killed 2 of them. With that 2 killed, I was thinking that since I have done my revenge on them, I think there's no point for me to stay put in the army. On the 10th of October 1976, I left the army. Few years after that, I joined the plantation for about 18 years. Then after that only I do my shipping business. The army did me good because it gave me a lot of confidence. For example, I'm an army captain, but how I managed to go into shipping line, doing ship construction, ship repairs, which has got nothing to do with my work before. The war veterans are long been forgotten. It is because of their presence that we make the communists surrender in 1989. If we don't fight them, and if they survive until now, our life will be ding dong. The Malaysians owing a lot to the veterans of these countries, especially those who served during the second emergencies. They have suffered a lot. Leg been blown up, blinds. I hope one of these days they should come up with a scheme to readjust for those pension that they receive.